In today's video, I'll show you how to use SpyFu's keyword research tool for you to create an effective SEO strategy. Let's jump right into it. There is two ways you can do keyword research on SpyFu. Number one, you can paste your keyword here in the search bar, or number two, you can hover over to the keyword research, click keyword overview, then paste your keyword into the search bar and click search. Also, right above here, you're going to have all these different tabs that will help you along your keyword strategy. But first, let's understand how to read the keyword data here and how SpyFu displays this data. On the left-hand side, you'll see that monthly traffic, or basically like a volume of searches. And this was basically in the last 30 days. This is how SpyFu counts this. And you have the interactions from that search volume. While a lot of people do search things, not a lot of people execute on clicking things. They could just be like hovering around or doing different kinds of behaviors. I mean, people do all sorts of weird stuff out there online. 38,300 clicks coming from that search volume. 50-50 with mobile and desktop traffic. You can see that. And this gives you an understanding of exactly how to properly serve your keyword audience. So if you see the 50% of the keyword volume comes from mobile searches, 50% comes from the web desktop searches, what you need to do is you need to actually make sure that your website is optimized for both platforms. A lot of people either optimize it for mobile and ignore the desktop, or they optimize it for desktop and ignore the mobile. And I don't understand. This is right now bigger than ever. You have to make sure that your website is both optimized. Now, if majority of your traffic, and some keywords do have like 80-90% mobile traffic, is coming from mobile, why are you even exhausting your resources and focusing on the desktop side? You should put all your focus on the mobile, because most of your audience is on the mobile, and your conversion rates are going to be way better because you're constantly optimizing for mobile usability. In this case, it's 50-50, so you would have to focus your energy on both sides. The difficulty level, this is measured from 0 to 100, 100 being like super difficult. As you can see, this keyword is 43 out of 100. I mean, it's not impossible. It's totally possible to rank 43s. Anything from 43 to 70 is quite possible if you have the good strategy. But anything that's 70 to like 100, those are a lot more hardcore, and a lot of SEO resources are involved in executing those objectives. On the bottom here, we have Google provided data, which is the cost per click for this keyword. So if I were to advertise on this keyword right now, every click that I would bid, I would get it for $1.61. And those could also fluctuate based on the market rate, because Google always changes these keyword prices, and also what competitors are also competing for, and how many competitors are competing for the same exact bid. So the cost structure for these clicks could also go up. And monthly cost associated to advertising on this keyword, and actual search volume for this keyword. This is 246,000 searches a month, basically worldwide for this. And then you have the advertisers, and then you have the home pages, how many home pages actually rank for this. I'm not sure why this says 0 advertisers. I think that it's not counting the Google shopping listings as an advertisement, because it is kind of like a part of the feed, even though like some people do pay for it. And then there is also the free Google shopping listings that a lot of people do qualify for, which are in a way like sponsored, but doesn't really like mention sponsorship anywhere. Maybe SpyFu's not counting that, or it just has a lack of data here, but I'm not sure exactly. And then you have the fresh search volume, which is based out of the recent trends. And this kind of gives us an idea of where this keyword is kind of positioned and what kind of future it might have. All the way on the right-hand side, you'll see the similar keywords. So these would be your related keywords in SpyFu. So anything that's related to running shoes would be featured here. And then you have running shoes, you have Brooks running shoes, that's a branded keyword. You have Nike running shoes, another branded keyword. Best running shoes. Now, you might rank for this depending on how many backlinks and quality backlinks are linking back to you and what kind of backlinking system you've built to really be acknowledged for this keyword. But the best thing that's gonna rank for this would be like a third-party affiliate sites that rank for multiple different other brands, but feature your brand probably in the top 3 listicle sections of that page. And then you have more branded keywords. You have On running shoes, that might be a brand, I'm not sure exactly. Running shoe store near me, these would be your local keywords. Best running shoes for men, we're getting even more specific now, because here when you do like a best running shoes, that's kind of more generalized. You could have both women and men looking for something, unless in your listicle article you have for men, for women, for both. These kind of like, structure set up. We'll dive into that in a little bit, but here's what we have here. We got 15,088 questions. These are questions related to running shoes. So you have where to buy running shoes near me. That means somebody's looking for like a local location. So the local businesses need to be really going after something like this. How to find the best running shoes. This would be informative article that will validate the potential buyer's decision on why the suggestion that you're making is the best running shoes, validating them to go execute on that purchase. You're building trust and referring in a very powerful way by not being directly affiliated with the source. How to find best running shoes. So there's more informative, information here that people are looking for, like what running shoes. So that might be like, what are good running shoes? I'm not sure. We got to understand the intent here by just Googling what Google is indexing for these things. How often to replace running shoes? Legitimate concern. And then you can click view all, and then this will give you every single one of these questions. A lot of the questions are redundant. It's the same question asked like in 10 different ways, but you have to be able to filter that out. But if you combine the total keywords here and then the total volume attributed to those keywords, that's a tremendous amount of traffic that you can bring to your website. And the thing is, when you're bringing a lot of traffic on your website, you might not necessarily convert them, or you might have a low conversion rate coming from these kind of question keywords, right? But you will acquire their emails, you will acquire their SMS, they will go into your flows and automations, and you will be nurturing them, and you will nurture them to conversion. And this is why this is beneficial, because questions help you establish the topical authority, because you're pretty much answering everything that audience wants to know. And number 2, it also helps you acquire more potential new market on your website, which you can nurture and convert and turn into the repeat customers. You can obviously export all this data into either CSV file or directly export it into the Google Sheets. You can also copy keywords to clipboard. Now let's go back to the keyword overview here. We covered the questions. Now we have also ranks for. This is the list that includes the keywords that the top ranking domains for your target keyword also rank for. These are the keywords basically associated to the top ranking domains for this target keyword that also rank for. So the guys that rank for running shoes will also be ranking for best running shoes, or best running shoes for men, or best shoes for running, running shoe, running sneakers, best running shoes for women, and Nike, Brooks, and then it just goes down and down into different categories, right? So we have a lot of these keywords combined together, which kind of gives us an idea of how deep our SEO strategy can get and how many keywords we can actually rank for as a brand that sells running shoes. Now, on the right-hand side here, you're seeing that we have also buys ads for. And these are the advertisers and the keywords that the top advertisers on your target keyword are buying that's related to your target keyword. And you can also take a look at these insights, because this can also help you position your ads better while enhancing your organic strategy. Now, let's say we are selling running shoes and we want to go after keyword like running shoes. What we need to identify is what's ranking on the first page of Google for running shoes. And I'm going to type this in. Obviously, we have the Google shopping ads. Then you have popular products fetched in this snippet feed. And then the recent posts. And first thing that we see is this brand here. Their meta title is just straight up running shoes. And then you have men's running shoes for trail, road, and ultras. And these are the keywords that individuals are looking for. For example, like men's running shoes for not just trail, but for road, for ultras. Google is smart enough now to put 2 and 2 together. And especially if you have multiple backlinks linking for each of those keywords here for this page. Then you have men's running and athletic shoes. So there is another variation of the search, which is men's athletic shoes, not just men's running shoes. And then you have running shoes straight up, just like a number one person here. This brand, Amazon has repeated the same exact strategy. And it's a collections page, right? So there is different brands in Amazon's case. But what we want to understand is what kind of page is being indexed for this keyword. And then this will give you an understanding of which page that you need to use for this kind of ranking. And in this case, this is going to be a collections page. So you don't want to just kind of go after one listing. If you have 1 or 2 listings or a couple listings, you don't want to go after a competitive keyword like this, because you won't be able to compete with online stores that do offer 1,512 different types of running shoes to browse through. You will have no chance to do that. You will have also no chance to compete with a one product. It doesn't matter if you get 10 million backlinks. It just doesn't go with the Google's flow. Google is understanding the intent. Somebody that's looking for running shoes, they don't know exactly what they're looking for. They're just general, broad browsing. So what do you want to do as a brand? You want to give them the option to be able to browse. You got to have selections. You got to have wide range of products that they can scroll through and have a vibe of, hey, I'm on a social media page scrolling through different posts, but I'm interested in running shoes. I just don't know what kind of running shoes that I need, and I'm just going to go and filter out. So I land on your page and I filter out exactly what I'm looking for, and I go ahead and find it. So let's go back in here right now and talk about the next thing, which is going into the related keywords. You can also download these things. Same thing with the advertiser history. You can go in here and export all this data in here. These are going to be like all the domains that advertise on these keywords. You also have the ranking history. So you can also see the ranking history charts for this. SpyFu does get like a super in-depth with details here with these things. And you can obviously add any other website in here that you would like to see the ranking history. This tool is really useful because it gives you an understanding of like 6 months, 1 year to 2 years of what the ranking history looks like for that specific domain that you're interested in. Let's go to backlinks. SpyFu is also smart enough to recognize what backlinks that you can get for your page that's trying to be targeted to go after running shoes as a keyword. So it suggests these kind of backlinks, mostly news, blogs, affiliates, .gov.edu, forums, and directories. And starting with the source here, you can also see the information about the source, domain monthly organic clicks, page monthly organic clicks, domain strength, ranked keywords, outbound links from these sources. It is your job to reach out to the sources and figure out exactly how you can get a backlink from these sources. I'm going to make a dedicated backlink video, which will go into a lot of details with backlinks, and I will be posting that on my channel soon. But for right now, let's go back to focusing on the keywords. Next thing we need to do is go back to the overview here. Let's go punch in this brand right here. And in running shoes, for example, this page looks like they do carry quite a bit of things here. So go ahead and click search. This is going to show me exactly how many keywords this page ranks organically. Looks like a lot of the traffic that they're also getting is coming from the paid media. And they're spending quite a bit of money on securing that traffic. On the left-hand side, we see the 2079 organic keywords that are ranking for this page. Let's go into these keywords. They're getting 6,760 clicks from these keywords. What does that tell me? That tells me that a lot of these keywords are not on the first page of Google. A lot of these keywords are not also into the top 3 positions, and we'll be able to figure that out. Let's go with 1 to 3 positions. See what keywords do they have. Out of all those keywords, they only have 232 keywords in a golden triangle, which is the top 3 positions. And let's see what they have from the 4th to the 10th positions. They have 480 keywords. So about 30% of this traffic comes from 480 keywords, which are not in the golden triangle. Imagine what would happen to this brand if these keywords were in the top 3 positions. Click activity would be crazy organically, and they wouldn't have to spend as much as money as they're spending right now on paid media, because most of their keywords are generating traffic from paid media. Based on understanding what keywords your competitor pages are ranking for, you can get an idea of how you can structure out your page based on reverse engineering what this competition did. And basically what you would want to do is, for example, if this page is ranking for running shoes and you're also going after the running shoes, you want to go back to what we had, which was backlinks behind this keyword, and then identify the opportunities and figure out exactly which one of these links would be useful for your page, so that your page can also get ranked for these keywords and get ranked higher on search engine ranking pages. You have a lot of opportunities here to go through. I mean, that's 393,231 rows. So these website links just continue and go down the line. There's a lot of research and work that needs to be done here. But what you want to do is you want to concentrate on building similar backlinks as the competitors did. And then the best thing that you can do is you can just run the URL of your competition into the backlink tool, and it'll give you all the backlinks the competitors have gotten. Let's take Amazon, for example. I'm going to go ahead and just switch it up to another brand so we can understand better. Let's take a look at this. This particular page ranks for 413 keywords, and it's getting links from these sources. Most of the reason why they're even ranking on the first page of Google is because of Amazon's authority. But based on understanding what type of links that Amazon also has gotten for this category, you can also mimic the strategy. What do we see here? Shoesguidance.com. That's super relevant. We have Neja Shoes. I don't know this platform, but it looks like they have a lot of monthly click activity. Another link from Shoes Guidance and gymmemo.com blog. You would have to identify the same exact things. If it's possible to get links from these sources, great. Reach out to them and figure out how you can do a value exchange. I'll make another video dedicated on the backlinks and how to do the outreach and how to give value and get value for free. But you might have to just do a manual research for now and do it this way. But going back to the keyword research here, you can also do bulk upload of your keywords. So if you're interested in, let's say, 10, 15 different variations of the keywords because you know your industry really well, you can just use that. But I'm going to go back to the keyword overview here. You do want to use these questions to build authority for your website in the niche. But that's basically how do you use SpyFu's keyword research tool to do some keyword research on whatever topic that you might be interested about. You also can type in like a super long form keywords in here and understand data behind it and start understanding the intent, because SpyFu does not have exact like intent data here for this. But you can easily understand the intent based on just typing the keyword or whatever search term on the Google. And by understanding what kind of results the Google is displaying and having some common sense behind the keyword, you'll be able to come up with a proper way to describe the intention of a potential user behind typing that keyword. Obviously, the keyword difficulty is an important factor as well. But that's all going to depend on how authoritative your website is. And you have a domain authority and a page authority. Domain authority really gives your website the strength. The page authority just shows the authority of how well your pages are positioned and what type of value that they offer to the search engines. Higher the keyword difficulty, higher domain authority score that you're going to need in order for you to be able to tackle down those keywords. For example, if you go on sources like medium.com, write a really nice blog, that blog will rank way faster than you writing a blog on a completely brand new website or a website that has a low authority score. That's the type of a difference the authority can make, and you have to work on building your domain authority. I'm going to be making another separate video about this too. There's a lot of things to cover here. SEO is not just the keyword research. There is a lot deeper topics than just keyword research, but everything starts with the keyword research and understanding how to do keyword research. So that way you can create a proper strategy with your keywords and have a clear roadmap of success. That's basically how you do the keyword research on SpyFu. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you do find this video useful, drop me a subscribe because I'm going to be making awesome content. I'm giving away a lot of value. And also comment your thoughts or any questions you might have regarding doing research using SpyFu. I'll see you guys next time.